Hello, thanks for joining. We are going to do more sun salutations today, just 5 sun salutations. Still sticking with the variation sun salutation A. So we're going to start off in mountain pose at the front of our mat. So standing tall in mountain pose, maybe giving a little bit of space for the hands to place down when we forward fold. So we're standing tall in mountain pose. Inhale, lifting arms up overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, forward fold. So hands come down to the mat, bend the knees. Inhale, come up halfway for halfway forward fold. So hands can be on shins, look forward. Placing hands down, stepping back into plank. For the first round, we're gonna all do our knees. So come down to the knees, tighten the abdomen, and now lower down. Notice what the elbows are doing. Trying to hug them close to the side of the body. Tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale, lifting up into cobra pose. Leaning forward with the chest. And coming back to our knees, tuck the toes under. And now lifting our tailbone to come into downward facing dog. Spreading out the fingers. Coming up to our tiptoes. So heels are lifted and then driving the heels down. Notice how the shoulders are feeling. Notice how the hips are feeling. Maybe rocking the hips side to side. Just loosening up the body. That's what we're trying to do right now. On your next inhale, stepping both feet to the front of the mat. Come up to fingertips or hands on shins. So we're trying to reach forward with our chest. Notice the balance on the feet. And now as we exhale, hands come all the way down to the ground. Let the head drop down. Inhale, standing. Opening up arms up towards the sky. Big full body stretch. Exhale, back to our mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Lifting arms. Let the arms float up. Reaching tall. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe pull in the tummy as we fold downward. So we're trying to engage our core throughout this sequence. So hands are down to the floor, so we're bending the knees slightly. Inhale, straighten legs. Hands lift up into our half forward fold, maybe hands gently on shins. Feeling the back flattening. Okay, hands come down, stepping into either full plank or come back to the knee plank, however comfortable you feel in this plank pose. Trying to tighten our core, so we're using this to work our internal deep abdominal muscles. Okay, so tops of the feet on the floor, lower down. So trying to get the elbows tight to the side of the body. So really hugging the elbows in, feeling that in the triceps. Coming down, inhale, lifting into cobra. Or if you'd like, you can come into an upward facing dog. So cobra is more of a lift forward with the chest. And now the arms are straight in our upward dog. Your choice, you can choose either. Okay, curling the toes under, coming to the knees. Lifting up the tailbone. So, downward facing dog, our inverted V shape. Let the head hang down. Pushing the heels onto the mat. Hands are spread, fingers are spread, so we have a strong foundation in our hands. So allowing the hands to really open up. Maybe this time you want to pedal your feet, so pushing one heel down at a time. Again, loosening up the back of the body, so the back legs, the lower back, the hips. Maybe if you rock a little bit side to side, stretching out the side of the body. Breathing. Okay, step both feet now to the front. Come up to fingertips, so we're in our half forward fold. And now exhale, full forward fold. Hands come down, head to knees. Inhale, standing. Letting your inhale lift you. Opening up the chest, reaching up. Exhale, back to center. Now we're doing this quite slowly, just so you can follow along. If you've done a lot of yoga, really use this as a mindful opportunity. So we're just tuning into our body. So we're going slowly, we're focusing on each pose. So if you're new to this, if each pose still doesn't feel comfortable for you, just do the best you can just to follow along. So stand in mountain pose again. Inhale, lifting arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Hands coming down. Inhale, straighten legs. Try to have a flat back, look forward. And now stepping back into plank pose. So we're holding our breath for a moment and then we exhale, coming down. So trying to keep the elbows tight to the side. A lot of people, elbows will come out, that's fine, but eventually trying to work towards working the tricep muscles, coming down. It's a little bit harder. Tops of the feet on the mat, inhale, cobra, which works the lower back, or you can also open up the front of the body in our upward dog by straightening the arms. We're trying to feel the chest in either pose, reaching forward, lengthening the spine. Exhale into downward facing dog. Readjusting the hands, your foundation, looking at the feet, pushing the tailbone upward, let the head drop down. So really working on lifting the tailbone, feeling that stretch, feel that change internally as you're pushing the tailbone upward. Maybe you need to bend the knees a little bit. So just experiment, see what feels right in this pose. This might feel really hard to do downward dog at first, especially as I talk a lot. Now, in doing downward dog, in a sun salutation, maybe thinking about taking 3 to 5 breaths in this pose. Okay, so stepping both feet to the front, come up to fingertips. Lengthen spine, look forward. Feel that deep inhale as we exhale into our full forward fold. So bending the knees if you need. So a lot of us have these tight hamstrings, tight glutes, tight lower back. So maybe bending the knees. Okay, inhale, feeling the inhale lift you. So noticing the breathing, lifting. Hands come overhead, reaching. And exhale, back to our center point, coming into mountain pose. So we have 2 more left. Inhale, lifting arms up overhead, reaching. Tightening the abdomen as we forward fold, exhaling down, following the breath. Inhale, straighten legs, look forward, flatten our back. Now, stepping into plank. In plank, pushing the heels away, pushing the mat away, feeling strong. Maybe lifting up the bottom a little bit, trying not to sag. We don't want to put pressure on the lower back. Tighten our core. So trying to tighten the abdomen, lifting pelvic floor, lower down. So inhale, exhale, lower down. Elbows hugging the side of the body. Just doing your best, doesn't have to be perfect. Tops of the feet on the mat, lifting into cobra, lengthening through the chest, really reaching the toes behind. So trying to stretch throughout the body. You can also come into that upward dog with straight arms if your lower back is happy with that. Okay, tucking toes under, bending knees. Lifting the tailbone into downward dog. Let the head drop down. Maybe shake the head out. Use this opportunity to shake out the neck, release the shoulders. You can pedal each foot, so pushing one heel in at a time. Maybe even hold it for a moment. Feeling the stretch, breathing. Other foot maybe. You can make this more of a fluid motion with pedaling. Just noticing the shoulders. If you're feeling like the wrists and the shoulders are hurting, bending the knees slightly. Doesn't matter, you can bend them as much as you'd like. So this is your sequence. Doing this to benefit your body. So stepping both feet to the front. Come up to fingertips, lengthen spine. Feeling that chest, we're reaching forward, feeling even the hips, the heels want to pull off the ground. And now exhaling, forward fold, head to knees. Inhale, standing up, lifting the arms, reaching upward. Good, exhale, back. So hands back to the center of the chest, hands coming down to the side. Okay, so our final one, we'll do this one a little bit quicker because we've already done 4. So inhaling, mountain pose, lifting arms overhead. Full body stretch, exhale, forward fold. Trying to tighten the core muscles as we come down, head to knees. Inhale, straighten legs, lifting, hands off, look forward, stepping into plank. And then we exhale, coming down into our low plank, chaturanga. Okay, coming all the way down, tops of the feet on the mat, lifting into cobra or upward dog. It's entirely your choice. Just listen to your body, trying not to strain anything. Exhale, coming into downward dog. So tucking the toes under, bending the knees, pushing the tailbone upward. Noticing how the shoulders are feeling. Maybe just taking that arm, trying to rotate it outward. So that kind of puts the shoulders, locks the shoulders in place a little more, engages those muscles needed to support you, this framework of the body, pushing the tailbone upward. Release the neck. It's always tempting to want to look forward. I tend to only look forward when I'm stepping forward. So release the neck, shaking the head out a little bit more. Taking one more deep breath here. Feeling the oxygen coming into the lungs, stretching out the rib cage. Exhale. Inhale, looking forward, step both feet to the front of the mat, come up to fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing, rising up. Opening up the chest, lifting the full body upward, looking at the hands. And exhale, back to center. So thank you so much for joining me doing this. So we'll have plenty more videos. I know that we are trying to do a variety of sun salutations, so please join us next time we put a video up. And thank you so much.